I sensed something was wrong the instant I watched her walk away. The party pulsed with noise, music booming, glasses clinking, laughter swirling through the grand hall. But all of it faded into static the moment I realized my wife, Emma, had slipped from my side without saying a word. We always arrived together, always leaned on each other in crowded rooms like this, trading quiet glances across the chaos. For years, she had been my anchor. But tonight she drifted away. My eyes swept the dance floor, the buffet, the knots of chattering guests. My stomach tightened when I finally found her. She was propped against the bar, head tilted, smiling at a stranger. His hand rested on the counter, just a breath away from her hip, and she wasn't moving back. Before I could take a step toward them, a voice cut through the noise. "Well, since you're flying solo tonight, how about a dance?" I turned and saw a woman in an emerald dress, hand extended, smile playful. The word solo struck deeper than it should have. She hadn't meant it literally, just teasing about Emma's absence, but the word pierced me. Alone. That's exactly what I felt. I forced a laugh, shook my head. Maybe later. She shrugged and drifted away, leaving me with the weight sinking into my chest. The rest of the evening crawled by. Emma barely acknowledged me except for a quick wave when she was pulled into group photos. She glowed, radiant, laughing easily, but not with me. I stood in place, smiling for appearances, jaw clenched until it ached. When we finally slid into the car, the silence pressed heavy. "Did you have fun?" she asked casually, scrolling through her phone as if she hadn't avoided me all night. "That depends," I said, gripping the wheel. "Did you?" Her head snapped up. "What's that supposed to mean?" "You tell me." She sighed, irritation dripping from her voice. "Not this again. You're always reading too much into things. Emma, you left me standing there like I didn't exist. Then I see you laughing with some guy all night." "He's a colleague," she cut me off sharply. "We were just talking." God, why do you always have to be so insecure? That word, insecure, burned. It wasn't insecurity. It was instinct. But I swallowed it. I didn't want another screaming match. For days, I tried to convince myself I was overreacting. But cracks spread through the routines of our marriage. Emma guarded her phone like it held secrets. She worked late, blamed deadlines, stopped reaching for me at night. Then came the whispers. One evening, I heard her in the bathroom, door closed, voice low. When I opened it, she jumped, clutching her phone to her chest. "Who are you talking to?" I asked, voice trembling. "No one," she snapped. "Just work." But the lie was etched across her face. I never wanted to be the kind of husband who snooped, but desperation wears you down. A week later, when she left her phone charging on the counter, I picked it up. My hands shook so badly I could barely type her password. When the screen lit up, I froze. Message after message. His name was Mark. "Can't stop thinking about last night. Wish you were here. You looked stunning at the party." The words blurred through the tears in my eyes. My chest tightened, breath catching. Then came her replies. "I miss you too. Last night was perfect. I wish I could just leave everything and be with you. Leave everything. That meant me. Our home. Our years." I set the phone down as if it burned me. My knees buckled, and I sank into a chair, staring blankly at the wall. I wanted to scream, to smash something, to run, but I just sat there, hollow, while my world collapsed. That night, I couldn't confront her. I needed time to process, to grip the truth before I hurled it at her. I lay beside her in bed, listening to her steady breathing, wondering how she could sleep so peacefully while betrayal rested on her lips. The next morning I asked lightly, "So how's work been?" She barely looked up from her coffee. "Busy as usual." "With Mark," I said softly. Her head snapped up, eyes wide. For a second, silence hung heavy, an answer of its own. "How do you?" she started. "I saw the messages." Her face crumpled, then hardened. "You went through my phone. That's your concern?" My voice cracked. "Not the fact that you've been cheating." Her lips trembled. She didn't deny it. Not even once. We sat in silence until she whispered, "I didn't mean for it to happen." "That's the thing about betrayal," I said bitterly. "It doesn't matter what you meant. It destroys anyway." Tears welled in her eyes. I still love you. I laughed, a broken, hollow sound. No, you love the idea of me. The safety I give you. But love doesn't look like this. She reached for my hand, but I pulled back. The touch that once steadied me now felt like poison. The days that followed blurred into arguments, slammed doors, sleepless nights. Friends called, but I couldn't explain. How do you put into words what it feels like when the person you trusted most rips you apart? One night, I stared at my reflection. Hollow eyes, clenched jaw, shoulders bowed under invisible chains. That's when it struck me. Staying with Emma meant dying piece by piece. I wasn't ready to let betrayal write my ending. I told her I wanted a separation. She cried, begged, swore it was over with him. But I'd heard enough promises. Promises had become daggers. Maybe you can fix what you broke, I told her. But not with me. Not anymore. The finality of my words hung like a blade between us. She looked shattered, but the truth was, she had been digging this hole long before I walked away. Months later, I went to another party, this time alone. The music was just as loud, the laughter just as bright. But when someone asked if I wanted to dance, I didn't flinch at the word single. This time I smiled. Because I wasn't broken. I was free.